Hello, students. I'm going to show you some really neat tricks for enhancing Google Slides or creating really cool looking docs, embedding pictures, embedding screen grabs, and embedding video, keeping your presentations looking a little more vibrant, a little more alive, rather than just static pictures. It's a much better way to present. We're going to encourage that you use these skills the rest of the year. And if you're not a senior, well, even if you're a senior, you're going to use them for years on out. Now, I've just created this mock timeline. You'll get more detailed information about timelines. This one is just for example, so I'm keeping it simple. But here you can see a timeline of me. I was born in 1968, just a few years ago. This year, 2020, cursed 2020. About halfway through my life was 1994, and I put that in just as reference. And I'll show you a couple pictures I'm going to put into this timeline that line up with that date. So here we go. The first one I'm going to show you is just taking a static picture and putting it into your presentation. Now, a lot of you will take a picture, like for instance, I'm going to, in 1968, when I was born in November, this guy was president, Lyndon Baines Johnson. Now, a lot of you will click on this, you'll double tap on it, and you'll hit save copy image, and that's fine. But what happens is you take with that picture basically all the data that's behind that picture. Number one, this picture is much bigger. In fact, I click on it. I'm quite sure it's going to blow up, and of course, it goes everywhere. You're going to end up taking all the data from that website. There's the big image. So you're really putting all these pixels into your presentation. So by using this method, it keeps your presentation from bulking up. As far as data, it presents much quicker, better, especially if your Wi-Fi connection isn't perfect. So here's what we do. We hit and hold the Shift and Control key, and then you hit the button up in the function row, right in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons over. You're going to see a square with 2 vertical lines. That's that window key. Your screen will go dark. Your cursor turns into a crosshair. And what I'm able to do now is I'm able to click and drag and literally grab just his face. And it's small, and I want it small because I'm going to put it into this presentation. You tap copy to clipboard, and now that image is copied. So I go to my timeline, click in my timeline anywhere, hit Control V for paste. That's your shortcut key. And boom, there's Lyndon Johnson. I can add a label, of course, and all that, but for the example, I'm going to leave it alone. So that's a static picture. Now, I'm going to show you how to add a GIF. A GIF file is literally a series of pictures that are put together like a flip book. It's not a real video, but it's a series of pictures that run like a slide. In fact, if you had a Google slide and you had a picture in every single panel and it was slightly moving a little bit, if you played them really fast, it would look like a movie. Okay, so I'm going to highlight an event in my life that is pretty important. It happened before you were born. It is called texting. Little fact you may not know, the first text message was in December of 1992. And so I typed in the word texting into this program called Giphy, and it's giphy.com. So here's how this works. You scan the pictures and GIFs, you find one you like, you click on it, and it goes immediately to a larger version that shows you every little bit about it. You hit copy link, which is right here. This is your GIF link. You want to highlight that URL, hit Control C for copy. There's the green indicator that tells me it's copied to my clipboard. I'm going to go back to my timeline. Instead of hitting paste like we would for a picture, you go up here to Insert, Image, and hold hold your mouse over it, hover over it, and you'll get this menu bar, and you have to scroll down here to URL. So I hit by URL. This is where you paste the image. And now I did the Control V, and there it is. It's showing you, okay, there's the GIF that I want. I hit insert, and boom, here's the GIF. I'm sizing everything down because I want my timeline to be kind of small. And it really adds kind of a cool look. Now I can also use this feature to tilt it just to make it look kind of cool. And of course, go right up here to the text box. What a milestone in my life. I didn't have any texting capability until about 1997 when I actually got a phone that could actually work text. Okay, the last one I'm going to show you is how to add a video. I'm actually just going to do another example here about the time I was born, because that's how I said it. Here's the last example, how to add a video. So I looked up this little video right here, 1968, the year that rocked America. So I click on the video. Sure enough, here it is. It's going to start playing, but I'll stop it.
Hi, I'm Andy Mason,
Hi,
the president.
Andy. Be quiet. Okay, now I copy that YouTube URL, Control C. I go back to my timeline. Okay, and this I'm going to add a video. So I can't just hit paste. It's a little too complicated for that. I hit insert. I scroll down to video, click on that. All right, Control V for paste. That's the URL from the video. I hit the search button. It shows you a little icon, shows you the information, and sure enough, that's the video I want. I click on it one time, hit select, and this is where the magic happens. In goes my video in a little box. Now I can size this down. Now nobody's going to watch it that small, but if someone were to actually watch my video, they could easily blow it up when they hit play. And I'm going to place it right down here. All right, so again, that's on my timeline. So this is a great way to display information. So there you go, inserting a picture. And using the snip tool so you don't have all the baggage that goes with it, inserting a GIF file so it's always moving like a little video, and then actually inserting videos. You can see how you can make some really dynamic and cool looking presentations using these tricks. You can use GIFs as backgrounds for the entire page and then put things over the top of that. There's a lot of creative ways to use these tricks. So I hope I taught you something new, and I really, really, really want you to use these strategies moving forward. All right, thanks, guys.